Welcome aboard the Jacobite Experience, taking you on your trip across the dark waters of Loch Ness to view the mighty Urcher Castle.
Don't know them. My bed was like rock hard, but I didn't care. I was so tired. I slept. My mom's recording, of course. Of course.
Population over 3 times and still have room for a few mysteries and legends. June the 15th, 1965.
I, along with a friend, was on the south shore of Loch Ness fishing for brown trout, looking almost directly into Urcher Bay, when I saw something break the surface of the water. I glanced there and I saw it again, and it wasn't there. It had disappeared. But while watching and fishing gently, I saw that the object was a large, whale-like object, going from infinity, about 30 feet on the surface of the water, ending in a rounding block end. It submerged to appear seconds later. But on this occasion, the block end, which had been on my right, was now on my left. I realized that while under the surface it had rotated, it appeared to be, I would say, drifting easily and peacefully across the water. So I called to my friend, Willie Fraser, and he came up and joined me. And we realized it was drifting towards us. In fact, I would say it came within 250 yards. But at this point, I realized that the object had a decision-making process of some sort and the power to carry out its wishes, for it turned and drifted against the wind out across the surface of the hill. In no way am I attempting to convert anybody to the religion of the object of Loch Ness. I mean, they can believe it, but it doesn't upset me if they don't believe it, because I would question very much. If I hadn't this extraordinary experience myself, I would question or perhaps doubt. But I saw it, and nothing can take that away.
Bridge, but I don't have a clue what it is.
And the half moon battle has cannons pointing out over toward the south and east side, the east side of the thing. You'll also see as you start climbing on up there, there's a path this party was laid out for the Napoleonic prisoners when they were imprisoned here in Italy. As this is a task they wanted to do, not a task they were set to do. And this gave the horses a great relief as they pulled the gun carts and carriages right to the very top of it. One time during the year, and all the money that's inside it is then split up to various charities around the city. So you'll see that well when you get up one well back. You will also find up there a round fire basket. There is a square one up there as well. This is put here to warn of impending danger. Now we would light a fire up there to warn of danger here in Scotland. And what we would do is light the fire here, which warn a line of castles all the way to Stirling. Their enemies were on the way. The same thing happened when they were heading south. And you'll see the fire basket, the southern tip of the castle, over to your left. Men of the 1st Battalion, the Royal Scots. They are Scotland's oldest regiment of soldiers. In fact, they are the oldest regiment in the British Army. They were first founded way back in 1630. And they actually guard the castle. It's guarded 24 hours a day. Nobody in yet.
Nobody here.
You might have to go.
Keep going then, Grandad. The most important building in the castle.
There's a musket hole up there on your right hand side. You see how the musket would point out there and swing back and forward and watch out for enemies. This is the guardhouse you see here on our right. The inner barrier to your left and right, with the hinges for the first gate to the front, the low gate to the rear. And as you climb up here, you looked across that small gate. If the big one was going to collapse, you retreated from here further up into the castle. On your left, the Castle Rock, which is volcanic in origin. And above us there is the 4-well battlement. And again, you'll see more cannons pointing out over towards the north of Edinburgh. There's a fire basket up there, which we warned of impending danger. It's also up there that the well of the castle is also found. When you continue on up here, you'll see coming up on your left front the memorial to Kirkcaldy of Grange, his coat of arms, and then the inscription below. The dates were May 1568 and August of 1573. Come round the corner, you'll see coming up on your left hand side, flag Thomas Randolph, the Earl of Murray. And took this castle back from the English in 1313. At the time there's only 300 soldiers garrisoned inside here, but he came in here with only 30 men and took the castle back once more for Scotland. One of the best places to get panoramic shots out over the city is up there on your what's called the first of Forth. This means the mouth of the Forth before it goes out into the North Sea. You'll see the island out the centre. This is called the Inchkeep Island. Inch means isle, it's the Isle of Keep. Nobody lives in this island apart from a few seabirds and seals. Throughout the island is a lighthouse, which has associations with Robert Louis Stevenson's grandfather, as he in fact designed the lighthouse on the island. If you look at the island, you see it goes up in the hill in the middle. To the left of the hill, you just see the top of the lighthouse sticking up in the colours of the ocean. And that's the island you see in the centre. Away in the distance there, you'll also see the 2 or 3 ships that's hanging around just tied up there at the moment. The second one to the right, if you look straight across him, you'll see an oil rig which is in for a refit from the North Sea. And it's lying across in a place called Market. This building, if you're ready, we are up to this last part of the castle. Now it's up here that we can see the oldest building in the castle, and that's that small building with the 3 windows on the side of it. This is called Queen or St Margaret's Chapel, and it's dedicated to the memory of Queen or St Margaret. She was a Hungarian princess whose ship was shipwrecked. She came ashore and met up with a man called Malcolm Canmore, and later on in life married Malcolm Canmore. They produced a son called David, and Margaret was actually waiting in this castle for word for her husband, who was away fighting in battle. When word was sent back to this castle to tell the Queen her husband had died, she, on hearing this news, mourned for her husband and mourned for him for approximately 4 months, before herself dying of a broken heart. Her body was taken out of the castle by her son David and taken across to Dunfermline, where she was laid to rest. Her son came back into this castle and built this small building to his mother's memory. This building dates from the year of 1090 and was built as a chapel of worship and is still used today as a chapel of worship. And it's inside there that the Scottish soldiers can be married and have their children christened. But they are the only ones to be allowed this distinction. You must belong to the Scottish Armed Forces to be allowed to be married inside the building. Very small building. You go in there and have a look at the interior of it. You're going to have a wedding up here at christening. You keep your guest list rather small because it only holds 10 people. So that's Queen of St Margaret's Chapel we see there. Building behind me here is a National Shrine and War Memorial. We'll remember the fallen from the First and Second World War. And again, remember there is no photography allowed.
Okay, now we leave. Out the hole of the cannons where the cannon is. This is the other side of the castle. Oh, little Ferris wheel down there. Out. There's the royal poop. Any fertilizer, anyone? No, but this one over here is looking.
at you making funny faces.
Charles the First Way. Now above the doorway there you'll see the wording again, Nemo, me and Fune O'Kesset. We've already told you what it means up in Edinburgh Castle. The standard you see flying from there is one of our Scottish. Climb up there. In there you will see paintings of the gods. You will also see a very fine ornate ceiling inside there.
Oh, how gorgeous.
Don't you just wish you had a lawn like that?
Yeah. I wish I had a house like this. Charge all you people to come and see it.
You know, 'cause then you have to think.
Not me.
No, I just hire people to do it.
I think this is the graveyard where people were buried. Creepy coffins, huh? Lay down and see if you fit in one.
It'd have to be a little wider.
Taller too, I think.
Actually, I think I could. It would have to be really wide.
Oh, this is the outside graveyard. Okay, this is my house when I retire. Yeah! The batteries here. Okay, we're in line at the loo at the castle. Ready to take a royal pee.
Oh, we know that one.
Oh, did you have a nice tickle? Come on. Looking for the kid? I don't know, Greg, you went back that way. Where's Mother? Oh. I wonder what all those symbols up there on that bus mean. Reclining seats, music, air conditioning.